Okay, hold on. Oh, well, hold on. My chat's going. Okay, hold on. I'm listening to another streamer right now. Uh, hello, Parker. Hello, Vel. Hello, Eru. Hey, Shaw. I'm so sorry I wasn't here today. At a band's concert. Ooh, can't see tonight. Oh, that's fine. Shaw, we smelt you and we're summoned. Hello, hello. We also got people over on Twitch. Oh, hold on. Ah, I, I am not ready. Hold on. Shit. Let me check my chats. Manage my stream. Oh god. I am so not ready right now. Hello, Maxie. Hold on, let me get both my chats up. And then let me go close my door. Do I still have water? I do still have water. My throat hurts today. So I think I'm getting sick. Not great. But alrighty. Me and the boys at 3 a.m. looking for beans. Alrighty. I'm going to close my door. I'll be right back. Alrighty. I'm doing art, so I'm not going to be talking. Alrighty. Thank you for the lurk, Timander. I don't know, Skitty. I don't like spaghetti. Catherine does pasta crimes with spaghetti. Alright, I am really not prepared today. Whoa. Okay, let's get the music up. Let's get the music up. I might get a Spotify Premium. Might not be here. I'm putting off studying. I'll do it once the stream ends. Okay, it is going to be a short stream. Like, it's going to be about an hour. Maybe hour and a half. Okay, I break spaghetti in half to cook it faster. Spaghetti crimes. Damn it. I need to go to the bathroom. Okay. Really scuffed stream. I will be right back. What if I... What? Whoa, 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 chat. Whoa. Whoa. Chat. Jeez. Jesus. Stop paying attention. Yeah. Ugh. Chat. Chill. Chillax. Chill out, man. Give him his eye color. It's an airbrush. Minecraft brain rot got to me. To be fair, that's why Flint and Steel is called Flint and Steel, so you're not the only one. Where should the lighting be coming from? That's the real question. Left from the bottom? Hugs. Sorry, I haven't let the feral one out in a while, so there's your daily dose of feral Parker. The middle? Do we make Autumn a little Caesar? Because why not? Right, because Spice is alive. Autumn is dead and in shadow. Okay. So the bottom. Maybe like... and what kind of light? Should it be nighttime? Worst feeling in the world is when you spent 3 days on a drawing and we showed it to a friend and they said, but it doesn't look realistic. Realism is not something that's, like, the end-all be-all, and it really shouldn't be. That scared us. Shit. It's clear. No, let's make it more blue. Alrighty. Yeah. Did you know that, people had the same freak out about, photography that they did about AI? That it was gonna replace artists' jobs? Did you know that? ready to cry. All my minors OCs get the lust face of people. All the characters I make to be appealing get called sluts. Damn. We don't exactly hire painters for events like weddings. We hire photographers. Yeah. But it also gave people like a new avenue of artists, which doesn't really apply for AI. I think that AI will just disappear. Generative AI, I mean. AI in the sense of how it does a vector tool. I think that's helpful to artists. What's crazy is how people who aren't artists get mad about AI art, and then they can get mad at someone else's art if it doesn't look something like AI. Oof. Yeah. People online suck. In general. Remember the OC versus original character ramble from yesterday? In a similar way, AI versus not equal to artificial intelligence. Yeah. When people think of AI in the art sense, they don't think of like actual artificial intelligence. They think of generative AI. Hey, if they think it's AI, they think it's good, I guess. It has a different connotation now to only one specific kind of AI. Same way OC is one specific kind of original character. Yeah. AI will replace you? Fuck off. AI cannot replicate the kind of art styles that a human can come up with. I'm gonna cry. My favorite character is hardly any art of them that isn't horny ship art. Oof. Whoa, cool colors. Oh, thank you. Is this that you use some voice thing? It's that one art. It's that. Originally, the song was actually in Spanish, and then there was a Russian cover. I'm going to be using the Spanish version for the speed paint of this. The trend with the two heads are there and cool singing, yeah. Your aunt has a foster cat named Tax Evasion. Is there lore of the bee creature? Not anything that's in any videos. There's lore that I can tell you about from the Minecraft days of 2021. But, other than that, no, not really. Someone's asking about Shabi lore. Shaw keeps bees. Okay, in real life, I am a beekeeper. I do keep bees. That is the side hustle. Instead of art. Art is the side hustle. Beekeeping is in the negative side hustle. I don't make money from any beekeeping. I'm in it for the bees. Time for a theory. A bee theory. Y'all mean a hobby? No, not a hobby. We do take it pretty seriously. We do it to, like, breed good bees. And then maybe eventually we will sell those bees and it won't be an in the negative side hustle. You gotta gotta play the long game. Do you like Undertale / Deltarune? Oh, buddy. Oh, buddy. Do I? So, fun fact. I used to run a Spamton Neo Ask blog back in the day. And that's where this boy originated from. Originally, he was a Spamton Angel OC. Let me see if I can find the photo. Let me see if I can find some photos. Should be that hard. Just scroll, scroll till about right there-ish. See what we got. There they are. There's the angels. When they got gastrified. Autumn's baby pictures. Yes. Haven't seen a few people in a bit. Haven't seen Oz or Grey Knight. Yeah. Opens book about how Shaw's OCs came to be. Yep. For comparison, that's my Spamton fan art. This is Holly's baby pictures. There she is. She actually started out... Oh, shit. She actually started out as a way to be spiteful to, I believe, a hate ask that I got of how all my characters were guys. So I'm like, here is a very... So yeah. Where's some of... Oh no. There it is. Here it is. Shoot. That's the wrong source. Okay. Where is that? There. Broski, if you're gonna be annoying, I will time you out. You've already gotten a warning before. So yeah, that's them back when they were Spamton Angels. Can you guess who's who? This is so funny to me. This is so funny to me, considering the current lore. Called you a bitch? Alright. You're getting timed out. For 30 minutes. The short one is Sam. That is Sam. The other one's Autumn. Called Fall, back in the day. And then they turned into porcelain dolls. The other way around, actually. They were still porcelain. This is why they're porcelain. So, the one with glasses is Autumn. Autumn and Fall. Same name. Same person. That's why Autumn is called Autumn. Originally, Autumn was called Fall. But then I was like, that's a bit cruel for Sugar to name somebody. So, I was like, no, she called him Autumn because she found him in the autumn season. Dark irony. Yeah. And it, you know, fall's used to refer to the same season, right? Some lovely foreshadowing. Oh yeah, no, he intentionally chose that method for that exact reason. And this is Big and Rise. Back on the Ask blog, they got into a fist fight, and so that's what that was about. I forgot why they attacked each other. I don't have the files. I'm sure you could look on, like, the Internet Archive or something, and look up, like, Ask the Stringless, and find the posts. Wait, fall? Chris falling into the dark world? A game theory is building. But yeah, here's some Spamton fan art from back in the day. Back in the day. The Addisons and Sam Spamton went through your videos and liked each of them. I have over 700 videos. Oh yeah, there's Spamton Neo. There he is. There's the old guy. Back 2021. That's nearly 4 years ago. That's why it hurt. I was looking through all my lore videos at least for the boys earlier. Yeah, there's Spamton Neo. That's who I ran an Ask blog for. I think I still have some of the frames. Yep, there's one. Here's one of the frames. Oh, there's an in color one. This is my first digital art that I ever did. Oh my god, it's the concept sketches for the boys. For the little Spamton angels. There they are. And then there's the ones with personalities. And that's where they all came from. It's Big's dad. Yeah. So yeah, that was the concept sketches for how to draw the little angel dudes. And then that was trying to give them each individual personalities. His sons. Yep, his children. I believe it started from some Anon magicking in Pippis, like 10 of them. And I decided to be like, you know what? I'm gonna make them hatch into Spamton angels. Yes. Yes, that. And then it just kind of fans praise child support. Oh, there's the Christmas art. There's the Christmas art. There it is. That's the Christmas art for the thing back in the day. Is that Spamton? Yeah, I used to run a Spamton Neo Ask blog. There's the Spamton Neo design I had. There he is. There's the boy. And then they just sort of became their own thing. Oh, gee, there's Rise and Fall. There they are. There's the boys. There's the boys. Look at them. That's where Risen's bow tie comes from, by the way. Gotta go bye, y'all. Yeah. Goodbye. Aw. Ignore the wing keychain. That was the if you killed him boss item. Oh my god, there's Autumn. There he is before he got bangs. Wing keychain lore. Basically, the concept was it's Rise's 2 wings and then Autumn's 1, and it's basically the equivalent of a rabbit's foot. So, hold on. It would give you luck and something else. It's like, bruh. Anyway, back to the new stuff. Oh, they small. Yeah, there's little angels. They were tiny. They're supposed to be tiny. Anyway. So that's what he originated as. Spice sorta was not cat. He originally was just Burb. He was a branch off of... Yeah, so he was originally just Burb. And looked suspiciously like Grillby. You know. He looks suspiciously like Grillby here. Now he's become more of a cat boy. Grillby's cousin Bakey. I mean, Spites has gotten high at least once. Weed gummies, but you know. Y'all made Catboy Grillby real. Oh yeah, Bigot's still painted on the cover of one of our sketchbooks. Yep. So there he is. There he be. And then, do you guys want to see Autumn back when I first did the redesign? Do you guys want to see how the art style has improved? So you see him there, right? Boom. I reverse whitewashed him. He was a lot paler at first. Who's the dancing guy with the loss of eyes? Where the comments are? Okay, that's Jeff. Jeff is Jeff was originally supposed to be just like a one-off throwaway character, which is why he's named Jeff. But he ended up being a really fun concept in the world building. So he stuck around and is pretty significant to Big's story. Where is some sketches of him? There he is. That's older. Let's see if I can find his first concept sketch. It's back when I was working in that notebook. I think it was a notebook there. Here's some notebook drawings. It's back when Ritz got a design. Okay, so before this. Before Ritz got a design. Because Jeff came into existence, design-wise, around that period. So, when did... Here is an older version of him. Here is the first one. Oddly specific. He looks like he would break into your house through the window only to make a sandwich and leave through the front door. That is the best description of how he looks I've heard. Technically not Jeff, but it was like some random thing that I completed for like an art competition I didn't win. Oh, I found him. There he is. There's his concept sketch. There he is. So yeah, the whole concept of a shadow thingy. And then there's Big as a human. Oh my god, look at him. Look at him. He's a human. I think I have the file, actually. Hold on. I think I have this file. Let me see if I can find it. I have this file. Yeah, I have this file. I drew it on this computer. might be wrong. Ah. I don't. Huh. Interesting. I thought I did it on this computer. Not exactly huggable. But yeah, the concept of a shadow thing is what I recycled for this. Fun fact about that Jeff plushie comment. Okay, here's a more in-depth sketch of him. So, fun fact, there is a Jeff plushie. There's him creepy. Then the concept of him getting angry if the place was broken into. So yeah, he was a lot more intricate design-wise originally. So like he had kind of a coat thingy. He actually had separations here. Okay, so Creepy Jeff looks crow. Yeah, that's Creepy Jeff. Who is he based off of? He wasn't based off of anything, really. Just the idea of like a cheery, friendly doorman, but like you don't want to wrong him at all. There is? Where? Okay, that's gonna be a harder photo to find. Let me see. When did I make that? If Chad knows. Well, there's a drawing. There's a drawing of him, and I just stumbled upon. Then there's Angie Jeff. There's Angie Jeff. Munch on that while I search. You need to leave! Where can I find Jeff plushie? Currently there's only one in existence. I do have somewhat the pattern for how to make him that only I get, so that I can sell him. I can make him marketable. It would be somewhere in the range of like 50 to 60 bucks, because it's not easy to make. He was not easy to make. And then and the 60 would include shipping, I think. No. Because it took me, how many hours? It took me a lot of hours to make him. I don't, okay. What was I posting around that time? There's work in progresses. There's a work in progress of him. There's his hat. Size reference as well. Okay, so after this. Also, Big also has a plushie. That's never been finished. I've never finished it. I really should. I don't have wings. Does Jeff have Tasty Trauma? Technically, yes. Technically, but he's more of a eldritch being, and it's hard to traumatize an eldritch being, you know. I'll point you to the Big and Jeff convos that are somewhere in my community tab. I really need to put them up on AO3 so that I can just easily link it. We do have a Discord. We do have a Discord server over. Twitch actually has a command for it to pop it up. I'm still looking for the rest of the plushie. When did I finish that? Maybe around December. That's when I finished it. No, that's January. I also did a cosplay of Jeff. September, October. Oh my gosh, who did the Jeff fan art? I forgot who this was. Was this Silly? Because somebody did Jeff. Yes, it was Silly. Go Silly's not in this chat right now, but Silly made some goddamn god tier fan art of Jeff that I still have saved. Just wanted to hop by for a second. I had a band camp today, and our middle school placed second, and we placed first. Ooh, nice. Like, look at him. Look at what they did to the boy. It's amazing. We love him. We love this artist. There's the watermark. By the way, there it is. Go look up Silly. I know that they're on YouTube. They do show up in the YouTube chats. This was the cosplay by me. So yeah, that's me under there. Let me see if there's the video for the plushie. Did I ever take a photo? Do I have a photo of it? I don't think I do. I don't have a photo of it. Wow. I have a video for it. No, don't turn me into a hat. That's the audio that I used for him. Hold on. We're just gonna... quickly... There you go. He looks like he would unironically enjoy horrifying food combos like oranges and mustard or something. Have this really funny smear frame. Oh my god. Oh my god. Jeff would defo guard your door. See, what he does is, for the apartment building that he watches over, he's basically security. He introduces himself as the doorman. He doesn't actually introduce himself as Jeff. Everyone in the apartment just calls him Jeff, but he doesn't actually introduce himself as Jeff. He introduces himself as the doorman. Anyway, here's some other frames of Jeff. Here's some other frames of Jeff. What I thought of when I said security guard. No, not the mpreg emoji. Jesus Christ. Oh, do you want to see one of Jeff's, like, in-universe baby pictures? Jeff looks like such a dork. Okay, we're gonna close some of these tabs. Last one. That one, I assume. Do you guys want to see Jeff's in-universe baby photo? Back when he was only 2D, not 3D. Jeff baby picture? Yes, there's your Jeff baby picture. Stick bug. That's funny you say that because Big, whom Jeff befriends, his type in like who he's romantically attracted to tends to be the bugs. So like where's Spiff? Where's something of Spiff? So like these two Xenomorph, yeah, he unironically is attracted to the Xenomorph. So yeah, there's the two of them. Also, this frame. I choked on my water hearing you say that. Hold on, where is the Xenomorph drawing? Where is it? Oh wait, funny Jeff frame. Hold on. Funny Jeff frame. I thought you said you were magical in bed. When you said you were magical in bed, this is not what I was expecting. Is this your card? Get the fuck out. He had a bug fetish. No! His attraction just tends to be the non-human. Was this your card? So like, it's not that it's bugs specifically, because Jeff is not bugs and Big, yeah, little bit of a crush there. A little bit. Ritz also applies. Also complicated further by the abuse that was going on. Did he always just exist since the Big Bang? Or did he, like, manifest? So, he's an elemental, specifically a shadow elemental, which are the few elementals that don't really have a you're gonna die eventually type of thing. When he dies is when magic dies. If there's no magic to sustain elementals, that's when the shadow elementals will die naturally. But they've always kind of been there. As long as there's been shadow and magic coexisting, there's been shadow elementals. Some shadow elementals kind of broke off from each other, and so there's some that are older, some that are younger. Jeff is one of the middle ones. He's not the youngest, but he's not the oldest either. Damn, you on the edge of the bed. You about to fall off. Yeah, he is an alien fetish, a non-human fetish. A fetish is inherently sexual. He is not sexually into aliens and non-humans. He just wants them to cuddle him, and he wants to, like, give them little kisses on the forehead. Oh yeah, there's the two of them. And wishes to cuddle with the spider. Sensual attraction. Yeah. There's Easter Jeff. Technically can be canon, but it's a joke. Imagine being one of those pansexuals and being attracted to Pan. I saw that like 3 minutes ago when I was scrolling through looking for Jeff. We have gotten absolutely nothing done. But that is fine, because I love showing things off. Oh! Autumn cosplay! I forgot I took that photo. I love how the buttons on his shirt are more eyes. Yes! Big loves that too. He finds it very cute. Bought to rob a bank, but looks sad doing it. Because of that, like, black mask thing, I had to hold the glasses that I typically wear on. But those are the same shape as Autumn's glasses. And, hold on. For the new person, I'm going to open a file. Wait, no, I can just pull up more. No, I'll just open the Weezer Boys file. Where's the Weezer Boys? Weezer Boys! Where are you? And I'm so sorry. Where are you? Completely different band. Completely different band. Anyway, the joke was, that is his coat. That looks a lot like his coat. And I already have the glasses. And I have a black tank top. So I just put the fit on. What kind of music would Jeff listen to? Jeff has a Spotify playlist. He has a Spotify playlist. Let me see if I can link it over on Twitch. Because Twitch likes links. YouTube does not. I link my Spotify profile itself is linked on YouTube, so you can go searching through there through all the character playlists that I've made. Hold on, I also have to open my Spotify. Where's Jeff's? There's Jeff's playlist. There's Jeff's playlist. Jeff wouldn't listen to all the stuff that's in here, but he would like the video game soundtracks that I've put in here. He likes all music, mostly. Like, he doesn't hate any sort of music. Sam's color palette is the gay flag. Completely unintentional, mind you. That was completely unintentional. But it works because he is gay. So that's Jeff's playlist. So when looking through the playlists that I make, if the playlist says blank records, that's the music that character would listen to. But if it doesn't have records on it, it's themed after the character, which is completely different. So like, where's the records? Character records. So Sugar's Records, Sam's Records, Hark's Records, Flames Records, Flame/Big's Records, and Spice's Records. So Spice's Records has a lot of like jazz, swing, folk, and jazz. That's his music type. I also need to make a alternate one because his taste can go from swing and folk to just rave music. And EDM and stuff like that. Hark's can also go from romance, pop music like Katy Perry, and Mitski, Taylor Swift, Girl in Red, Conan Gray, MX Tune, Laufey, but it can also go to heavy metal music like Slayer, Metallica, etc., etc., etc. That type of stuff. It just depends on the mood. So I need to make those. Sam listens to a lot of rap. Of all kinds. Very much not clean music. Anyway, we need to continue working on this. That was a huge tangent. Why does Autumn's hair look so tasty in this drawing? 'Cause it is. It is tasty. You know what? We're actually gonna, like, overlay this to kind of give him a scratchy kind of look. And, you know, gives his hair kind of a scratchy, really. It gives him like a staticky feel. That's my vision, by the way. That's my vision, by the way. You see that color? You see that kind of like jitter on the color? You see that? That's what my vision looks like zoomed in when I look at walls. Look, even without the colors, you can actually see, like, I think that's what I'll turn off the color for this. You and me in awkward silence. If Autumn had blood, no, it would not taste like grape juice. Mew did a. Mew hasn't like shown the covers, but she's planning on, I think, doing a cover for that, or at least she's using it to practice her singing. I've seen those. She showed me those. Don't you know it's how I get quiet when there's no one else around. Yeah. I don't tell many people this, but one of my talents is singing. Ah. Maybe when I'm an adult, I can show it off in PC. Yeah. I like to sing and have worked on getting my voice from soft and quiet due to taking vocal lessons. Huh. I don't want to be an adult. I don't want to pay taxes. Yep, you gotta pay taxes when you're an adult. One time my math teacher asked on tax day to me and a few other classmates, "Did you guys pay your taxes?" And we all said no, and I was like, "Man, I have a bunch of tax evaders in my class. For shame." I got a word for your friend, so she's coming over soon. Ah. I said, who said I'm... Ooh. Yeah. Hugs for both yous. Check on your friends, chat. Yeah. Hugs in the chat for everybody. Not gonna read all that out because I don't know. If y'all want it read out or... Hugs in chat for you guys, Shaw. Thanks. Surprisingly, we had a decent day today. Welcome to the Shadios therapy chat. Yeah, we tend to be a little bit like that. Chat, I mean. hard light. I meant to do soft light. Yep, that is a permanent solution to temporary problems. It's just that the issue is it's hard to believe that it's not going to be a temporary problem, so it tends to be the solution you go to. When something feels like it's not going to be a temporary problem, that's when it can be hard to not opt for a permanent solution. If that makes sense. It's not the matter of that it's a temporary, that it's a permanent solution to a temporary problem. It's the problem not seeming like it's temporary is when, that's what people don't really think about. And like for a lot of people, it's really hard to determine what is gonna be a temporary problem and what's gonna be a permanent problem. Our pen just fucking died, you piece of fucking shit. We keep saying it died when it really just disconnected. We don't know why it does that. It just does it to be a little bitch. Little piece of shit. We're going an interesting route for the lighting this time. Interesting route. But it looks nice-ish. Sort of. I think we might put this under the line arts, actually. Recently fixed my Apple Pencil. Not fixed, I got a new one. So, we're gonna hopefully do some more digital videos versus non-digital videos. Natural family planning? Whoa. At a Catholic school? Also, reminder to watch me over on Twitch if you can. Okay, this is getting annoying. Please stop disconnecting. I think we're gonna leave his in solid black, because it actually works for the thing. I have Twitch, I just don't have the energy to watch more than one stream right now. Well, that's understandable. I can't have Twitch for sorry. Freezes your email, we can't keep track of more than one email. Oh, hi, E! I saw you over on Twitch. I was lurking over there. I had you open in another tab. Yeah, I saw you. Oh, thank you. Twitch chats are weird, so if I don't respond, it's on Twitch, so it refuses to show you anything. Yapper is here. Hello! We've got about 10 minutes left. Whoa! Someone made a death threat? Kick their ass. Why is it showing up? Said I couldn't join earlier because I saw the notification but was out in public. Oh no, it's fine. There's always the bods. I know, but I love yapping with you. Can't wait for the day I have a PC I can stream on, so to have my mutes in the background muted to support them while I stream. You with the Shaw lol. I forgot I can tell y'all this. The reason I didn't join was because it's not mean to say. I told my Pookie to look at your channel a million times. It's just that they've been a busy bee. Wait, oh my god, is this the drawing from yesterday? Yes, we're working on shading spice. Doing some layering of colors, you know? Looks so good. Oh, thank you. Ah! I just lost my mouse. Fuck. There. Sorry I ate it. Anyways, do we have any yapping questions? Questions to make Shaw yap? Yapperonis? So are you a B girl or I'm just a B? Should be. Who out of your OCs would wear headphones all the time? Big, for one. Because sensory issues. But also for music. It'd be hard to tell which one for him. like which one he's using it for, if not both. Cause he's autistic. Yes, and he has sensory issues. Rise would wear them if they're in the middle of a meltdown and can't get away from people. If it's in a place where they can't just go and be by themselves and block out everything, they would really much like headphones to just block it out and try and calm themselves down. How mad would Spice be if I chomped him? He'd be mad. He'd be mad. If Sam were to wear headphones, it'd be solely for music, and he would blast it and would go deaf. You would not use it responsibly. Wow. Yep. Hark does wear headphones, but that's so that he can keep himself distracted from what his job is if he's in a very emotional type of a mood and can't, like, justify. Or at least he uses it to help distract himself and justify it. Like, if he's in a girly pop mood, he's gonna turn on his Beyonce and go shoot somebody. Woo! Ignore what he's actually doing and just vibe to the music, do his job, get it over with. Hello, Feather Dust. We're actually gonna be ending the stream. Would it be weird if I said the Lady Bee is a cutie? No, would not be weird. I designed the model to be cute. Would he chomp you back? Yes. Good rest, Shaw. I'm actually gonna dump you out on this really cool artist that I found. So those of you who are over on Twitch, and those that can go over on Twitch, I'm gonna raid over there. Raid channel. Time Manager. TG. See if we can get that going. What if I chomped in lightly as a joke? No. Only he can be nomming. Only he's comfortable doing the nomming. I sincerely apologize. It's fine. Alrighty. Bye-bye. Casually disappears into the night to sleep. Those of you who can go over on Twitch,